All right, hey folks, how's it going? This is Comet. I'm here with Nelson, aka Masmora, founder of the Top Experts League event here that we have coming up for you shortly. Thanks for joining me, Nelson. How's it
Yeah, thank you,
going?
Coleman, for
And
being with
we
me.
have got Chris Gregson, aka Slam, who will be one of the participants in there who we're going to be interviewing here, grilling a little bit. Thanks for joining us here, Slam.
Hey, yeah, how's it going, guys? Thanks for starting this interview and inviting me.
Yeah, yeah, Slim, it's really a great pleasure to have you here, and thanks for accepting our invitation. So, as we all know, you came from Canada, and well, I'm gonna try again to say the city where you come from. It's Abbotsford.
You almost got it. It's more of
Okay, no,
Abbotsford.
Abbotsford. Okay,
Yeah, there we go.
we could just say it's like near Vancouver, right?
Yeah, that works perfect. It leaves confusion.
Okay, and you were born and raised in Canada. It sounds like you were because your English is just perfect.
Yeah, yeah, been here my whole life.
Okay. And tell us how old you are?
I am 25 years old.
25. Do you have like do you work already? What you do for a living right now?
So right now I'm doing part-time school and part-time working, so it's just a mix of the two. I'm going to school for kinesiology, which is basically the study of human movement. So anything to do with physical activity is sort of where my interests are at. And right now I'm delivering pizzas on the side.
Well, that's like sounds like a very busy life. And I'm happy you explained what it was because I had no idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and what exactly you do in school? It's like has a lot to do with physics, or what exactly you have to know there?
Yeah, so the first year there is basically all sciences, and then it goes towards more physiology and just learning how the body works. So eventually, I'm hoping to get into physiotherapy and just some therapeutic stuff, and maybe work inside maybe a lab or something in the future.
Mhm. That sounds like really cool.
Yeah.
And that sounds like really busy. I mean, if you have to work and you have to study at the same time, how many hours? How do you balance it? How many hours you have school? How many hours you have to work?
It depends. This semester that just finished for me, it wasn't too hectic. I only took two courses, so it freed up some time for me to work some more. But usually I take about four courses, so I'd say I may be at school 5 times a week, and then I'll work maybe 4 evenings a week.
Hmm.
So that's I balance between the two, and I'd say it probably hits about 40 hours a week between the two.
Well, that's a lot. That's like really a lot. So
Yeah.
even more remarkable that such an amazing player at AFC.
Oh, thanks.
Um, okay, and what you like to do for hobbies? If you,
Well, yeah,
yeah, yeah, go ahead.
the obvious one would be, well, this game.
Uh-huh.
That's usually when I
Who
do
would have
my,
thought?
yeah, when I have my free time, I'll usually play a couple games. And then I love soccer. I've also
Uh-huh.
heard there's many other good
Yes, there
players
are.
who love soccer. It almost seems like I'm just making that up, but no, I actually do play soccer.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I mean, from all the players we have interviewed so far, like everyone likes soccer except for Jordan.
oh,
He
really?
like hates soccer. Yeah, he's
Well,
more
he
like the
likes
basketball
basketball though, so
guy.
he does still like the
Yeah,
sport.
exactly. He's like the basketball guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
not like lawn darts or anything like that.
Or bocce or anything now.
Oh, no, I'm just joking around. Yeah, no, and I love volleyball. That's awesome,
Uh-huh.
and ping pong or table tennis.
Hmm.
Volleyball.
Volley
So
as well.
are you a tall person?
I'm about 6 foot and a half, so I'm not super tall, but taller than
Okay,
most.
for non-American people, what's
Oh,
can you like translate that into meters?
gosh, it's
To
what
meters.
30
Oh, that's
centimeters per foot, so 180 plus centimeters,
Oh,
right?
okay, that's tall. Yeah, that's tall. That's tall.
yeah,
That's taller than me. Yeah. Okay, great.
yeah.
And you probably don't have too much time for that, right? Or can you
Uh,
like practice every day a little bit of I don't know, soccer or whatever?
Yeah, I usually I'm not playing soccer every day. It's usually just every Saturday, and then I go to maybe practices once a week, so it's not too busy there. And then volleyball, right now I'm just doing drop in, so I can pretty much just It's on about 4 times a week, and I can do whatever evening I have off to go play volleyball. So it's pretty lenient.
Hmm. Yeah, great. Um, okay, we could like talk now a little bit about your AFC career, so to say.
Yeah, sure.
How about we start how you came into contact with this game? When did you start to play it, and how did you hear about AFC?
Sure, yeah. Well, I think when Age of Empires first came out, I can't even remember. Was it just called Age of Empires? Is that all it was called?
Um,
The
Because
first one.
can
yeah, whenever this game started, the original, that's basically when I started playing this. My dad bought this game for my brother and I, and then we got pretty addicted to it.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't play it online until way later. So yeah, that's how I got into it. My dad got us into it. He got us into gaming. So
Uh-huh. But you like played the Age of Empires 1 as well.
yes, yeah, I've played all the Age of Empires
The
and
one, Age of Kings, then the Conquerors expansion.
yeah,
Okay.
and then I started playing the Age of Kings online on MSN Gaming Zone.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
so you were one of the people back in the zone, back in the
Yeah,
days.
yeah,
Nice,
no
nice.
kidding.
You were there
Yeah,
as well, come right?
yeah, a very long time ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I used to be part of a clan on the zone. It was called Prey. I don't know if you guys ever remember that clan, but it was Pray. It was quite a big clan during the time. I don't know if anyone. And in fact, L Clan Chris was a part of that clan. Uh,
Really?
yeah, he was. I might be wrong on this, so I hope I don't frustrate him when I say this. But I think he was Pray Today or Die. I think, and I was Pray King Arthur or Pray Dreams. And I even remember playing with him when he wasn't good at all. And then I started playing some matches with him when he was about 1900, and he just took off. And I literally didn't even like I didn't even know where he went. He like quit the clan and he just became like good, as you've seen him over the last 10 years.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay, interesting.
yeah.
Um, okay, and when did you actually start getting a lot better in the game? Or I want to make the question not like this. Did it just came naturally to you that you like went better and better, and at a certain time you were just really good, or did you really try to get better?
I think there was a long period where I pretty much sucked. Like, I don't know, I was probably a 1400, 1500. That was when I was just starting to play this game online. And then on MSN Gaming Zone, I got a little bit more competitive and I got my rating up to 1700, 1800. I stayed there for a long time. I thought I was pretty good at the game, but I was never extremely good. I would say it definitely wasn't natural. I didn't just fall into it. It's just been playing this game for a very long time and just overcoming plateaus at different times.
Hmm.
And I can expand on those too because there's different areas in the game, such as being a 1700 or 1800, 1900. I was 1900 for a very, very long time. And it wasn't until I met good old Hassan that
Hmm.
he helped me on my mental game, and that's when I took off to 2100 plus.
Has
Uh-huh.
this been the only game you've really played, computer game you played really, or have you, played like say, I don't know, Warcraft, StarCraft, whatever else? Have you tried to branch out anything, or you just kind of stuck to
No,
Age of Empires?
yeah, this is the only game I've played at a higher level. Everything else would just be casual, and I wouldn't be very good at those games. But I have played many games. I've just never got good at them.
Yeah, but tell us which kind of games you also played.
Well, they'll just be first-person shooters. Like back in the day, I played some Counter Strike. I was nothing big, just an average player. And there's more to it than that. Just the let me think here. Maybe that's all I played. There was something else. Oh boy, you know what? I'm just
Well,
gonna say it's just been this game.
if
Fair
I
enough.
quite remember, I think like that Korean expert, I don't know how to pronounce it, Ark Kovan or whatever.
Oh
Yep.
I
yes.
think he was a Counter-Strike expert as well, right?
Oh,
I
was he?
think,
Oh yeah, I think he
yeah,
was.
I think
Yeah.
he was like one of the top players of Counter-Strike as well.
Oh,
So you
cool.
probably played him also there, and you don't remember.
Yeah,
Just imagine that. Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
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 Okay, and as you mentioned your that Hassan helped you with your mental gaming. I think Comment wishes to make you a question about that
Oh no, put
in
me on the
relation
spot
with
here.
Clash of the Titans.
Okay, let's hear
Well,
it.
fair enough. I mean, I think it's only fair. As originally, I think Dugout was the person slated to be the fourth participant in this tournament, and I think he
Yes.
couldn't commit to the time frame of this tournament. So Slam, you were added to it, and of course the kind of irony here is that Dugout was the person who did knock you out of the Clash of the Titans tournament, one round short of the final qualification stage. Since you've kind of already mentioned kind of maybe like your mental approach to the game publicly, after that match, which I think you lost 3-0, something like that, you
Yeah.
stated you felt like maybe your consistency, your mental approach were subpar. Maybe cost you that game. You felt like that was a game that you were disappointed in that you could have won. Is there anything? Do you still agree with that? As kind of
Yeah,
analysis. Is there anything you've done to, I don't know,
yeah,
ameliorate that situation?
there's a lot I could say here. First off, I just want to start off with thanking all the donators and the fact that I'm actually in this next tournament, that I was chosen, I guess fifth. I think that's pretty awesome still. So just in case I don't mention that, I'm going to mention that now. So thank you. And yeah, so for Doug Gale, yeah, so the mental game, that's a huge aspect to this game because that's what's pretty much brought me from 2K to 2200 to 2300. And I find that it's very simple. If you believe you can beat your opponent, if you really believe it, that's going to help you out so much. So an example would be Tim. I always used to get nervous around him, like whenever I would play him. And until I started beating him a couple of times, I realized that he wasn't all that big. And then I just have won every single game versus almost every single game I've played versus, well, not every one, but much more, just because I'm able to be now relaxed, knowing I can be that person. So really, like, that would be my downfall to these games, would be my mental game. If I go in nervous or relaxed, I think if you're relaxed, you can play a whole lot better. And with my games with Doggeo, I wasn't very used to a tournament, and I took it very seriously, which is always what you should do, but to the point where it wasn't helping out my own game. So I just got very nervous and definitely did not play near my potential.
What do you
I
think that
think that
experience
like
helped you going forward, though?
Sorry?
Do you
Well,
think that experience helped you going forward? I mean, what's kind of been your tournament experience prior to that, like in terms of like large cash prize tournaments? Uh,
it was the one before. What was that? The shoot.
Medieval Wars.
Yeah, it was the other team tournament right before this. I just
Yeah, the
am I
Medieval
blank?
Wars.
Yes,
mhm.
that one. And yeah, that one had some pressure, but it nowhere close to the one-on-one type of pressure you can get in a game. Because when you go in with a team, you can get a little bit more confidence out of that.
Hmm. Yeah, and there's also like this question I'd like to ask you. We all know you as a player which, well, tries funny stuff and different
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
mentioned it many times. I've seen you once in a game. I don't even remember who it was, and it's not important as well. But you like made 12 TCs on an Arabian Hunt watch, and
Yeah.
you didn't even click to imp. You just started making scouts and towers, and you defended all his raids only in villagers, and he was obviously killing your villagers, and he was like surprised because his score was going down and not going up. Even though he was killing many villagers of you, the thing was you had 200 other villagers somewhere else. Um,
Yes.
yeah, but what I mean is, do you like playing this kind of funny style, or you just think it actually helps you?
I like playing that funny style. It in a real serious game, I would not attempt those things. I although that game I guess is now part of my claim to fame. It seems like because it was quite a hilarious game when I look back on it. Um,
Why it was
and
it was so good.
the question is, will I do something like that again? Yes, I will. because
Oh,
because
good to know. Good to
what
know.
happens is I just I sometimes, I don't know the right word. I don't know. It wouldn't be boredom, but I like doing something different. If I know I'm going to win, I like to try something that's, I don't know how to explain it. Unique. It's not the normal way of playing because it's a new goal and objective. So if I know I'm going to win that game, it's kind of boring to me. I need something extra. So let's try winning it and not going to Imperial Age and let's see if I can do it. So it's sort of like an extra challenge, even though if I know I'm going to win already, why not give myself an extra challenge to get better or work on more micro? So that
Yeah.
game, I was definitely able to see if I could if I could win with doing whatever I wanted, really, and I did. So
Yeah, it
um,
just worked out. It was so funny to watch, really.
yeah, I had a lot of fun playing that game. In fact, the funny part about it is, uh, I remember thinking back, I was talking to my girlfriend on the phone during one part of that game, so I wasn't even I was sort of around the 40 to 50 between 40-minute and 50 mark, so I can't even say I was playing like 100%. I was probably at 90-95% while trying that. So now, when I think back, I wish I concentrated more and tried killing him with saboteurs or something like that. No,
Yeah,
I'm just joking around. Anyways,
yeah. Okay, I would also like to know how is your relationship with other Canadian AFC players? We all know Canada has a very, very strong, well, they could have a very strong team of AFC players. You
For a
have like
Nations Cup
the
or
other,
something.
yeah, for
yeah.
Nations Cup, for example. We have the other Chris, we have Ra, we have Jean. And what's your kind of relationship with these people?
Well, I think with Chris, I didn't talk to him very much over a long period of time until recently. I think it was because we just started playing games together. So yeah, I've been talking with him every once in a while, but he doesn't seem to be too active. So he like this last Clash of the Titans,
Hmm.
he barely practiced or did anything. So that's kind of disappointing because I would like to see more Canadians to play with, but they're not really around right now. But when they do come around, yeah, I think my relationship with them are pretty good because I do talk with Louis whenever he starts playing, and Gene when he starts playing, as well as Chris more recently when he starts
Yeah.
playing. Yeah,
If
Well, speaking
there
of
was to, yes, yes, go ahead.
oh, just speaking of people that you do play with, of course, the last team tournament was the Medieval Warfare tournament where you played with Hassan, Goku, Fire, Ron, Wack, and now,
yeah.
of course, we have this giant tournament coming up in March. War is coming. Do you anticipate playing with the same group of guys again?
Oh, that's a really good question. I'm almost worried about what I say on here. But right now, as it looks, I was asked by Dogeo and Chris to play with them. But I have not talked to them in a while, so I'm not too sure what's going on with that because Dogeo stepped out of this tournament, and I'm curious to know what his future plans are because I want to know if he's still actually going to be committed to playing this game later. Um,
Hmm.
so I would definitely like to play with Chris and Dalgeo since they did ask me. And but if that's not going to work out, and I would also love to play with Hassan and my previous team.
Well, that sure sounds amazing. A team with you, Chris,
Yeah,
Dogong. Whoa, whoa.
yeah,
Okay, Slime, it has been really great to talk to you. I would rather stay here for another half an hour, but unfortunately, we don't have the time. So thank you so much for
yeah.
accepting our
No
invitation.
problem. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you, Comet, as well, for being here with me. Guys, we are gonna try to do an interview with each of the players. I still cannot guarantee it will work, but we will try. So, for all the information about the Top Experts League number 2, don't forget to check on aoczone.net. So that's it for now. Thank you for being with us. Bye bye.
Thanks, guys. Take it easy.